Well, hello everyone. As you can probably imagine, pretty sad and disappointed with what happened today. But before I even get into any of that, scrubs happen. And it is not surprising, I'm sure, to many of you that a scrub happened. But as was said in the press conference today, it was going to happen due to weather anyways. Earlier in the morning it was precipitation, then later it was lightning. There was delays after delays that were going to happen. So the launch probably wasn't going to happen today, whether there were other issues going on or not, just due to weather. So just disappointed more than anything because I wasn't able to watch it today because I've been looking forward to it so much since I got the news of this. And even before I was a part of this, it was just exciting to know that this was going to happen. More than anything else, thank you to NASA. This has been an amazing opportunity that I'm incredibly thankful for. And if there was not even a launch, if there was never even a reason for me to be here, aside from just getting the tours and the panels that I got to experience, that would have been enough right there with the panels, the touring of the crawler, getting to go just to the launch pad to see that, speaking with astronauts and getting to ask questions of astronauts and getting just to see some of the inner workings and learning so much about space travel and what they go through and all the people that put in the incredibly hard work behind the scenes. And that right there alone makes this trip so worth it, because as someone who's just enjoyed space travel and learning about space and rocket ships and everything since I was a kid, this has been a dream. I'd never before this have been to Kennedy Space Center. I've never seen a rocket launch until this weekend when I got to see the SpaceX launch on Saturday night, which was cool even though it went right into the clouds. It was still amazing to see that. That was the appetizer, because I know someday, whether it's this Friday or later on in life, I'm going to see a mega rocket ship launch. I'm going to make sure that happens. But I'm just sad and I'm tired. I know everybody's tired. Got up at 12:30 this morning to make my way over to Kennedy, and I know some people stayed up late. I didn't sleep after that, but I got 4.5 hours of sleep. I watched Apollo 13 on the bus, and the coolness of the bus was still really muggy out. Everybody had everything set up. We were obviously keeping everything up to date, and then we all started losing our signal just to demand on the networks. And it was a beautiful sunrise. Oh, it was incredibly beautiful. If you haven't seen the picture yet, here. It was a beautiful sunrise, and thought that, well, that's just a good sign right there. And then some of the issues started popping up, and then I was getting text messages. Thank you to those who were sending me texts to keep me updated because I couldn't get Twitter to reload. And then the scrub happened, and it was just everything just sucked right out of you. But they happen, and they happen for safety reasons. And this is not something that needs to be rushed to get this to launch. I know we've been waiting so long for the SLS to take off, but gotta do it right, because next time Artemis goes, after Artemis 1, Artemis 2, is going to be a crewed mission. There will be human beings on that. So if we're going to test this, we need to test it right. And it needs to go up properly. It needs to be stress tested as much as possible in space, so that when we do put humans in the Orion capsule, that they're safe and they're able to do their job. And then in Artemis 3, that they're safe and able to land on the moon and spend time on a much longer mission than the Apollo missions. So the scrub is important because it means that they're doing things right. They're doing the safety checks right. In the press release, so many things went right, and it just took very little thing to go wrong for them to scrub it, aside from the weather. But I want it to be right, and I want it to be good, and I want it to be awesome. And I see so many comments out there things like this obviously bring haters out and bring the whatabouts out, but keep in mind, this is a fully international effort. Fully international. So many countries have been involved in this. What was so great about the NASA Social is that got to meet representative from the European Space Agency. There are members of the Canadian Space Agency here. There's so many different people from different countries that are involved in this that have made this happen. And it's not just a NASA thing. So many different contracts involved, so many different staff members and employees and crew members involved from all around the world have made this happen. So people's livelihoods are this. It's their jobs. I can't imagine how stressed they were and how tired they are and how much they want to get this ship off the ground. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen, but I want them to do it right. It needs to be done the right way, the safe way, and not rushed like this. Just think back to some of the disasters that happened in the Apollo era. And it took until Apollo 11 to get on the moon. Artemis is going to put people on the moon in the third iteration, the third mission. It's a big jump. That is a very big jump. And more than anything else, my update is that right now, I am supposed to travel home on Tuesday. I'm going to try to extend that by a day and wait until NASA gives their update on Tuesday. And then if they are going to attempt again on Friday, my plan is to stay if I can, and I'm going to need some help. If you've enjoyed my coverage, I've tried to make it entertaining, informative, educational as much as possible to give coverage for people from all different backgrounds so they can learn about what this mission is and what this event is. And I'm going to need your help and support. So I'm going to put that call out eventually if it does happen. If not, then I'm going to come home, and whenever they try to go again, I'll try to get down here. But I think 2 attempts is going to be great for me to try, and then, hey, there's Artemis 2, there's Artemis 3, and beyond. But this has been an incredible experience. Again, I cannot thank My Dog's Paws for their support, family, friends, so many people that have made this possible for their support, whether it's monetarily or emotionally and mentally, sending words of encouragement, because it's an exciting time. And it's just, I never thought this kind of experience would happen. To get this kind of access has been incredibly unique, and I'm just so thankful to all the different people I've met. I'll talk more about this in the future. Just wanted to give a not so quick update as we pass the 7-minute mark, but more to come. I'm glad you've enjoyed the coverage. Thank you for following along, and this is definitely not it. We're still going.